So just a quick announcement here before we start things off. I'll be brief. From now on, fan art will be shown at the end of the video. It's a bit of a compromise. I'm going to see how well this works. Hopefully what this will do is allow me to still express my appreciation to people nice enough to send in fan art, and at the same time, hopefully those that think it's kinda quote-unquote in the way or whatever, they won't have to deal with it. So with that, on to the video. Hello, Rowan Mithril here once again, and it's time to move on to the next stage. Oh, and it's my favorite stage of the entire game. Jewel Man in the land of Shinies! Shiny! So, yes, obviously I absolutely love this stage. Shinies everywhere! So yes, I have a bit of a history with this entrancing realm of Shinies. For about the first week after the game's initial release, I was at the top of the Jewel Man time trial boards. Yes, that's how obsessively I played this stage. So we have a few new enemies to deal with here, such as spin cutters, which slowly drift down from above. They're annoyingly small targets, but do your best to take them out while they're still in midair. If they get down to ground level, they start spinning around like the spazzes they are. Such as that. And they're also too low to the ground for you to hit at that point. So, truly a nuisance. We also have carries. They're rather durable, and every time you shoot them, they release a small bouncing rock. They are, however, intensely allergic to the concrete shot. Hello there, Day Spider. I just realized you have the exact same landing sound as Big Eye. But Big Eye you are not by a long shot. So this one's kind of annoying to get past. First you have to lure it all the way over there, then hope you have enough time when you get down there to get in 2 shots to kill it. The swinging platforms here react to your positioning and your momentum, so get to the edges quickly in order to move it fast enough to get through. And here we have the Midboss Stonehead. This thing is a pain in the tail. When it falls, it stuns you if you're not in midair at the time. And of course, while trying to track its movement, you also have to worry about all the boulders falling from above. Truly an annoying mid-boss, this one. The boulders falling from the ceiling are almost completely random, except the first one will always be directly over your head, so be watchful for that. And here we have Diarns. Shiny enemies. Jewel Man, what have you done? They're kind of like entrancingly shiny Mets. You can't shoot them until they open up to fire at you. Ah, Shinies. So of course we have Deterneappas emerging from these pits to try to kill us. Lovely thing, that. Okay, just be cautious in getting through here. A little trick from my speedrunning days. And on we go to the final enemy, Gauntlet. So long as we're careful, this shouldn't be too terribly bad. There are a lot of annoying enemies to deal with here, so do be cautious of that. Including Big Stomper, Mega Man 9's answer to Big Eye, but still just not as bad as the original, and for that we can be thankful. So let's move on and deal with Jewel Man. His weapon of choice is the Jewel Satellite. Shiny! Jewel Man jumps every time you do. You also want to try to shoot the Jewel Satellite to pick off 2 or 3 gems from it. Don't go for all 4. If you do, it throws off his timing and makes him a lot harder to deal with. Getting him down to 1 is the best possible position you can get yourself in. And so far, so good. Once he stops and prepares to throw the Jewel Satellite, you don't have to worry about picking any off anymore, so at that point open fire. For the most part, once you get Jewel Man's pattern down, he's not all that bad. And there we go, Jewel Man is down. Ah, moment of silence for Shinies gone by. Jewel Man, you will live on forever in my heart. And so we get a new power. We have the Jewel Satellite. Shiny, get! Yes, my long-standing dream of being surrounded in Shinies has been realized. It's really one of the most useful shielding weapons ever devised. It only took him 10 games to get one right. Six down, 2 to go, and dear gods, I love that stage, but as much as I love it, it did have a lot of problems. Enjoy the outtakes. Here we have the Midboss, Stonehead. This thing is a pain. I was in the air! Ah. At least when he goes back up, you can kind of get an idea of where he's positioned himself. Ugh. So we have some new enemies here. The little drifting things are called spin cutters. If they get down to ground level, they start spinning around wildly, so do your best to not get hit by them. This one's a bit on the annoying side, because first you have to lure it all the way over there, and then try and get in the... Never mind. Now for the mid-boss, Stonehead. This thing is a true pain in the tail. And a cheater! Bugger! Just one final enemy gauntlet to get past. More spin cutters and day spiders. Oh, dang it! Ah! Oh, stupid spin cutter! I hate you. The spin cutters are, of course, the most annoying things to have to deal with here. Or maybe not. Uh-oh, this could be problematic. Yes, it was. What do you want from me? I'm a dragon. It's not in my nature to dodge gems thrown at me. Lovely thing, that. And Death Spike. Beautiful. So, yes, naturally, I love this stage. So delightfully, beautifully shiny. So, doing the time trial runs of this stage obviously gave me a good bit of experience in dealing with it, but I'm still going to try to rate this stage as fairly as I possibly can. I actually give Jewel Man a 6 out of 10, but most of this is due to the stage itself. The enemy placement here is actually kinda mean sometimes. Things like the Diurns, when they appear in greater numbers, they can be troublesome to deal with. And also there's that one day spider that it gives you very little time to deal with it before it's jumping right on top of you. And of course, the spin cutters. Dear gods, the spin cutters. I have this nasty feeling that those things are being dropped by pippies. And then you have a very irritating mid-boss to deal with. Stonehead has a very nasty habit of cornering you, or making it so that you don't have enough time to jump before he stuns you. And that can be very problematic. There's also a fair amount of sadistic Death Spike placement in this stage. You have to be really good at manipulating the swinging platforms and know just where to jump to get away from them. After all that, Jewel Man himself actually isn't too terribly bad. I mean, yeah, he can be a little problematic if you don't pick the Jewel Satellite off of him just right, if you take too many or too few gems. That can be a little troublesome, but still not all that bad. So long as you kind of keep the pattern going and keep your distance so that you have time to react to how he throws the Jewel Satellite, it really isn't all that bad. So, mainly from the stage, 6 out of 10 seems about right for Jewel Man. So with that, that's the end of this one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. So, I was asked to keep track of how many times I said that word up there, so just how many times did I? Ooh, shiny. Oh, bugger! So, a bit of fan art that came in. This Sprite comic was made by Zero Janitor. So, a battle with Quickman is never a good thing. But Brightman charging in on top of that? Dear gods, no! And then this came in from Juno the Fox. He made this very stylish Robot Master based on my dragony self. This is really cool, I love this. So, thank you very much. As always, I'm thankful to everyone who sent in fan art. This will be up in the gallery, and I urge you to check it out there. So until next time, fare thee well.